Test. Everything sounds good, except for me. Okay, I'm not blurry. All right, cool. All right. So where are we at? How loud is that though? All right, so what? Wednesday night, February 17th. Let's get to it. I got an hour to get some of the event quest done. Well, actually, more so arena than event quest. All right, that's killing me. Okay. All right. Let me chill out. Here we go. That looks comfortable. Of course, before I do anything, let me see what's going on in AQ. I think I need to move. Nope, I don't. All right. So I guess the move today is like I guess like I said in the title, I'm trying to get through some arena and then probably do some of the event quests. I think I've only gotten through one path in the event quest. So it's time to actually get that done. I think I've done more of the side event. Yeah, I've definitely done more of the side event than I have the event quest. I think I might need to turn up my mic. Mic check. Of course you block. All right. See what this mic is. Test. Okay, test. That's what we'll go with. I'm actually happy, even though it's a short week. That's one of the to me that's one of the best things about 3-day weekends is the fact that the following week is a short week. Is it? Even though we're on lockdown, it still feels nice to to have a weekend. Even it's like it's for some reason it feels like every day kind of rolls up into a week. Like it's all one long. It's like it can't. It's definitely not Friday, but it's all one long like Thursday or something. And the thing is, but the there's a positive and a negative because Monday through Thursday doesn't feel as bad. Well, Sundays don't feel bad either, but it's still Sunday. And that's the thing. It's like I definitely feel for the people who have to go into work, who have to actually physically get up and go into work. I mean, like I have a choice, I guess you would say. Like I can either work from home or go into the office, but at the same time, like for those who don't have that choice, that sucks. I don't know, because you think about it, like the idea of what like full-time work is kind of evolving, but for people who are considered, I guess you say, frontline workers, not so much. Like they're still working crazy hours, still required to be in the office or on location. I'm sick of you evading my shit. Take this ass whooping. I'm so surprised I did not get clipped by that. Let me put that somewhere I don't spill it. So I came prepared because yesterday I ran out of water. I ran out of something to drink so quick. So I brought my Yeetamate, and then I brought my Aquafina. So it's a vibe. Speaking of vibes, I've been in a real like 90s, late 90s, early 2000 hip hop vibe lately. Like everything I've been listening to. I think today I was listening to Puff Daddy, No Way Out. That whole I think I was, and initially it was at first it was a Lil Kim vibe. I was listening to most of Lil Kim's like early album, and then it kind of evolved into Puff Daddy. So I'm gonna see where that goes, cause I might actually go ahead and maybe listen to Twister or Pope Pimp or something. PIMP ology, but logically we learn these hoes biology. Obviously, well, listen, make do or die. Yes, that's what I need to hear. Some do or die. Ology, but logically, we learn these hoes biology. Obviously, well. Yeah, man. I've been, like I said, my vibe been late. My vibe been late 90s, early 2000s. God, Pope Pimp was the shit. Oh, thank you, man. I People's Champ, what up? My stream kind of cut into yours yesterday towards the end, so I wanted to jump in and say what's up. But yeah, I finished work about an hour and a half ago. Didn't feel like changing. But man, I'm sitting here just Trying to remember 90s music, 90s and 2000s rap. Um, Most of it is Bad Boy. Or has something to do with Bad Boy. Because Twista was on Puff Daddy's album. Yeah, it. I think it all kind of comes from something like that. But yeah, like right around the time that I think Jay-Z dropped uh, Life and Times, was it Volume 3? Yeah. It's kind of like because I think Life and Times Volume 2 was okay, so Pac is a little early, right? Because Pac died in what, like 90. Eminem. I'm. It's not that I'm not an Eminem fan. It's just that I'm not an Eminem. I like Eminem. I'm just not like I've never been like I'm not on the bandwagon of what, you know what? Okay, no, let me take that back, because I do think Eminem is a really talented rapper. But music wise, I never really like was feeling it like that. Now he does have a few songs that I rock with. He got some shit that I play, but when I look at my Spotify, it's not much Eminem on there. But I mean, I think we all have one or two Eminem songs that we really like. But I'm a big Jay fan. I'm a big Nas fan, of course. What else came from that? Yeah, of course DMX, Rough Riders. God, The Lox. See, that's early 2000. I was listening to All About the Benjamins today, and I forgot how hard that beat was. And that goes back to when it was like you was the shit if you had a CD player. So yeah, way back when. Yeah, Tupac 96. Yes. Yeah, Tupac did die in 96. Yeah, and that was the thing. I think, of course, Big died a year later. And I'm a really big Pac fan. I am a big Pac fan. But I think when I think about it, I probably listen. I listen to Biggie a little bit more than I listen to Pac, and you can't really, and it's hard to say that, being raised on the West Coast. But I don't know. It's like when I look back on the music that I love, like there's some Pac songs in there. How Do You Want It? Toss It Up. Of course, I Get Around, stuff like that. But Biggie just had like, oh my God, it's like whole albums with Biggie. Whereas with Pac, like Pac made really good music. But you talk about Machiavelli. Machiavelli was a good CD. Was it a classic CD? I don't know. Like it was great. It was great. Hey, I'll take that. If I look like a young Mace, I'm all about that. Like, it's funny because you think about like, that was that crossover. Like you talking about going from Tupac to Biggie to Puff Daddy and Mace shiny suits. I'll be a shiny suit man. I'll be that dude. I almost said another word, but I'll be that guy. But Mace's first album, that was the shit. But yeah, shiny suit man, I'm that guy. Hey, no, I am young Mace. No, I'm adding in young Mace. I don't care what, I'm adding in young Mace. I'll be a young Mace because I feel like whatever Mace looks like now, I look better than he does. But yeah, man, it's that whole Mace story was crazy. Nah, not president. We don't even know what. That's the fucked up shit is we don't even know what Mace looks like today. Like he could be cracked out on drugs somewhere in Atlanta. We don't know that. So I'm gonna take the Mace that we remember. So young Mace. Like Mace was fucking killing the game, and then ended up running off. He got scared out of rap by death threats. Talk some present day Mace. We know what, like, Google present day Mace and tell me what she said. Google present day Mace. Tell me what comes up. Present day Mace. It's Mace is thinking 40-year version. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at, but I'm gonna take it as a sign of disrespect. But Mace was killing the game though. He became a pastor in Atlanta. His wife was bad. He was in Atlanta with a bad bitch making money. So that was young Mace. Who knows what old? Because the thing is, young Mace went religious, but he was still making money. But then he came back to the rap game. But if he came back to the rap game, can you really go back? Can you really go back to preaching after you? So it's like you were rapping, and then you went to preaching, but then you went back to rapping. And it's crazy that we believed Mace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched, and then he went back to rapping, right? And snitching is bad enough, you know. Something else totally. That's a whole nother story. But to actually go to like Christ to be like, nah, I'm giving this up. Why? Because I want to preach. And then you give up preaching and go back to rapping. Can we really believe? If you talk about like, I'm a shooter ninja or you know whatever. Like I'll be out the club wetting dudes up. Like that whole persona. Can we really believe that? I just don't see it. Like, but we gave Mace all kind of credit when he came back. He was making songs with Eminem. He was making songs with Nelly. Oh God. But yes, I'll take a young Mace. I'll take what is it? 2000. 99 2000 Mace. But I think I've just been on it lately as far as listening to old school music. I was listening to Cameron, Purple Haze. Purple Haze was the shit. I don't know if you ever listened to Cameron or Purple Haze. That goes into like the Dipset era and all that. But Cameron Purple Haze was my shit. Makes me want to stop and listen to it now. Like, I really wish that I could just play whatever music. I wish I could just play music that I was listening to. And I guess and the funny thing is, I guess I could, like drown out the stream and just turn on whatever, another Spotify or something. I don't know. But I think that's the best thing. That to me, that's been the best thing about being on quarantine. Is like I spend all day just kind of going through music catalogs. And the funny thing is, I don't watch as much. I thought that I'd be watching more TV, whereas I don't watch as much TV. I do spend a lot of time. I do spend a lot of time in Spotify and on YouTube. But really, the only thing that I watch, the only show that I watch, the only stuff that I watch like religiously is NBA and WandaVision. Like I watch, if I can catch a Lakers game, I catch the Lakers game. But outside of that, I'm mostly just watching WandaVision. But speaking of that, speaking of games, I think the MLB started back up. Actually, let me look this up. I think training camp is going on for Major League Baseball, unless they're starting late. Yeah, buddy. Um, Spring training, they start playing games. Look at this. Sunday, February 28th. Go Cards. Uh, um, Jordan or LeBron? I gotta say Jordan. I gotta say Jordan. I can't not say there's the only part of me that really wants to say LeBron is the part of me that's a Laker fan. And it's, to me, it's not necessarily an argument. Like there's people that say like Jordan's better or LeBron's better. And I mean like it's like apples and oranges in a sense, you know. But if you told me like if you put a gun to my head and said pick one, it'd be Jordan, and then you couldn't kill me because I'd be right. So yeah. Just thinking of think about how hard it was to not just win, but to win with the same team. You know what I mean? Like LeBron, granted, like stat wise, like you can't like he's up there. He's putting up the numbers, and that's all good. Jacob, what's up, man? What's going on, man? How's what's today? Wednesday. How's your Wednesday going? People's Champ is in here trying to bait me with the Jordan LeBron argument. So, like, and stat wise, LeBron's been doing it right. But when you look at what Jordan was doing, and the fact that he did it with one team, right? He did it with one team. He didn't jump around trying to. And granted, yeah, he was trying to assemble at points team to make a championship, but the fact that he, as much as he had to get past to build that legacy, you got to give it to Jordan. But I mean, like I'm a LeBron fan, but yeah, you gotta respect what Jordan did with what he had. Like now, you think now players have which they didn't necessarily have the power then, but now players have the power, if you're really good, to step back and say, hey, I want to go here. Who wants to win? Who wants to go with me? Right? Whereas as like back then it was like players didn't think that way. Players didn't have that mindset. And I don't think they had that freedom as well. So LeBron created like a whole new way. He created a whole new way of winning. He almost created a whole new league. So yeah. But my question is, my question would be, who do you think is a better shooter, Steph Curry or Ray Allen? Like, and don't think about numbers. Don't think about Don't think about numbers. Don't think about like stats. Just think about like clutch. Think about their history so far. Like think about their legacy. Um, and I feel like most people are going to say, most people, including myself, are probably going to say Steph Curry. But there is an argument. There is an argument that Ray Allen is like one of the best, if not the best, 3-point shooter. Because what Steph has done to the 3-point, yeah, what Steph has done. Oh, and I'm, you know what? The fact that I'm talking to a Warriors fan, because I seen you with the hat on in your stream, the Warriors, the championship, blah blah blah. The fact I forgot that I'm talking to a Warrior fan here. So you know what, I slept on your hustle, so that's my bad. But yeah, it's like you have to think about how people treated Steph when he initially came into the league, and then two, when Steph first came into the league, and he was just like throwing it up from all over the court. People was looking at him like, oh, he'll fall off. Like the second, I think they were talking about the second he got knocked down, or the second he came up against some opposition, it was going to be a wrap. But you're right, he did. He changed. Like, think about how acceptable it is. So, okay, example, LeBron last night, right? LeBron, I can't remember who they were playing. But LeBron came down the court, basically got halfway past the logo, and just threw up a 3-pointer. No one talked about, and of course it was an air ball, which is why everybody made fun of him. But nobody talked about how bad of a shot it was. Nobody even questioned why he took that shot. They made fun of him because he airballed. But no one at any point in time was like, what made you think that was a good idea? Like it was acceptable. And Steph has changed people's mindsets about like just throwing at 3-pointers. And I think it's reverberated all the way down, not just in the NBA, but in college. Like live and die by the 3-pointer is now like a valid, oh, am I needing the Lions quest? Living and dying by the 3-pointer is like 90% of the league. And if you don't have a sniper, like if you don't have a legit sniper on your team, you're not getting it done. Who's a good example of that? We're talking about the Bucks. We're talking about the 76ers. Teams that can dominate you everywhere but shooting, and they always struggle to get to the ship. You know what I mean? Like once they can win during the regular season because you can bully your way into the playoffs in the regular season. But it's the NBA, so almost everybody gets in the playoffs. But once you come up against shooters, like you get wrapped up. Oh, I said I was gonna go into Alliance Quest. All right, so my goal going down this path, I gotta focus because my goal is to not lose. I feel like I'm gonna have to revive. I'm gonna have to revive Corvus because I'm gonna use him on No Retreat. And it's the node is So Saith Doom, so as a result, like he's going to be the best option anyway. But if I can clear this, if I can get through this path, which isn't necessarily a hard thing, but if I can get through this path with with Thing, then it'll be a good look. God, you're just not gonna throw a special. I need to read this note and find out what causes her to go unstoppable, because it seems like it's just at random. And this block damage is fucking me up. Maybe it's when she throws a heavy, but I thought she's thrown a heavy before. Really? All right. Oh, well, let me revive. At least I'll get some work out of Apocalypse. So yeah. That's why I try not to take her that special too, because it seems like whenever I'm oh, now I gotta wait again. I'm always getting clipped by the end of that, and it's not like I should be. Alright, so we're gonna see how far I can get on this 4,000 health. Yeah, about that. Look at the it's the damage for me though. I should have thought about it and popped an energy boost. Oh my god. All right. Oh. Alright, well. And the thing is, I didn't even see him get to that special one. It is what it is, though. I think I actually need to get some charges on Corvus anyway. Do I only have one charge on Corvus? Yeah. So I definitely need this. God, I am getting messed up this AQ. This whole week of AQ has been a wreck for me. So I just started taking Mixmaster or whatever. Yeah, I just started taking Mixmaster, Improve Yourself, and it's always hard for me when I start on a new path because there's that adjustment period, and it sucks because I always try to have revives and all that kind of stuff saved up for map 7, but whenever I start a new path, I always got to get adjusted to it. The only thing that I always got to get adjusted to it, and there's always like a growing pain. And the thing is, Major League is not a problem. Major League is like one of the excuse me. Major League is like one of the easiest lanes in Section 2. Well, just in Map 7 in general. But the problem is I'm usually so depleted after I go through Mixmaster. That I'm struggling to get through Major League, and I already know that I'm gonna end up I'm gonna have to use a big revive, and it's no big deal. I just gotta get used to the lane, and maybe I need to learn that Corvus is not the answer for everything. Low key throwing shade at myself. Because that's the thing. It's like Corvus is helpful in certain areas, but to my detriment, to his detriment. There are some fights that I try to force him on that I definitely should not be using him for. Well, and probably another player should, but just not me. But and it's crazy though, because you think about it. Anytime you go down a new path, sometimes the best answer or the best way to learn the path is Corvus, and it's because of the timeout method. But yeah, and that's the thing. And I think that's all it is. Is like for the paths that I've had previously, I've relied on Corvus too much, and I don't necessarily think he's bad. He's not bad for Mixmaster, but I definitely have more options that I could be using. I could actually I think about it, I could probably even rank up, Falcon, who I already have awakened, and then use him for Mixmaster. And that would probably save me a lot of potions. I have to think about that. That might be a good idea. Because the problem with Corvus on Mixmaster is that after 15 hits, think about it this way: after 15 hits, you've basically gone through your charges, right? You're at your special 2. But you've already gone through. You if anything, you have maybe 6 or 7 charges left. And that, this, you'll get them back throughout the course of the fight. But one thing I've learned as a mediocre player is the longer the fight, the more likely you are to mess up. Well, me personally, I'm not gonna talk on other people. So on fights that should generally be easy for anybody else, I'm sitting here trying to I guess you'd say navigate the fight and get my charges back. And then, of course, you mess up and you get clipped, or, you might, it's Mixmaster, so they might evade something that immediately hits you, and you're starting all the way over. And the fucked up thing about that is I think this week, well, today's AQ, I was going up against, who was it? Angela? Yeah, I had Corvus up against Angela, and so I went through. I did my 15. I got 5. I used the last of the charges, and then I was working up to the next 15 charges or 20 charges. I'm sorry, but she hit me like right before my charges came back. So then I spent another minute working through my charges all the way over again, and I'm not built for that. That hurt my feelings. So I definitely have to. Like I said, I'm gonna have to use a more reliable option. Whereas Apocalypse, I love Apocalypse for Mixmaster, and I probably said it yesterday, but I'll say it again today. Like the longer Apocalypse, it's perfect because the longer the fight goes on and the more they evade, the less likely they are to continue evading. And at one point, you get to, I think if you go back and you look at the fight that I was just in, where I got my escape, like Corvus had 100, whatever that passive debuff is, where the AI couldn't evade, and it's awesome. Of course it's awesome on Mixmaster, but that mixed with everything else he has going for him on being a mutant this month or this season of AQ or whatever it is, like he kills map 7. Did I just really stand there and take... Alright, Blade, kill yourself. I say all that to say I gotta do better in AQ. AQ and War. I've been doing like, this is... I just want to throw this whole AQ and Alliance War season away. It's been rough on your boy. Like, it's been a struggle for real. I think the previous war, I had no deaths, and that was cool. But the one before that, I died. My first fight, the Dragon Man, right? The very first fight on the path, and I take path 1, so that's the regen path. Oh, she's not awakened. Duh. But that and what makes it so bad, the death to Dragon Man is I took in Human Torch. So it shouldn't have even been any more than what it was. But he got to a special 2, and I was trying to bait him out. And of course, like he starts like turtling and building up to that special 3. And then so there are some players that when shit gets real in Alliance War, they focus. And then there are some players when shit gets real, they panic. I panic. So yeah, he threw that special 3, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh shit, it's getting. I see the light. Like I knew it was getting bad. So, yeah, it was. I took that death, and I mean like it was frustrating only because like it was him turtling up that got him to the special 3, and it was like the AI just changing its playstyle. But yeah, that's the thing. It's stuff like, I know that when I look back on it, there's probably a way I could have played it better, and I just didn't think to do it. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating. I've been here how long, and I wonder how many fights I've actually got with you in arena. So, another dumbass death that I had in Alliance War, and by no means am I trying to shit on anyone. So, if you take war seriously, and it really bothers you to die, that's understandable. As far as I'm concerned, I do take war seriously, but at the same time, I have to look back on the dumb decisions that I make, and learn from it. But long story short, I brought in Archangel for a fight with Mysterio, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to go in here, parry, head it up. You know, it'll be light work, be a quick deal. So I go in there, first parry charge, hit him with it. Bleed comes, and I'm like, all right, cool, we got this. So rinse and repeat. 4 times later, I see no poison, I see no neurotoxin. All I see is bleeds come up, bleeds fall off. So I'm like, am I missing something? I pause. I pause and I look, and I'm like, what's not registering? Why is this neurotoxin not going? So of course I paused the fight, because at this point I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna take an L, I'm gonna take an L. So I paused the fight. I look it up real quick. Yeah, he's poison immune. He's Mysterio. He's poison immune. So yeah, that was a very dumb death, very stupid death on my part. And the one thing I'll say is, it's like, if you die to just like a difficult fight, that's understandable. You know what I mean? Like, it's some of the fights in Alliance War are made to be like extremely difficult, and that's kind of an understatement in some cases. But that was something that all I had to do before I went into the fight was stop and read. Just take a second, read up. Just look at Mysterio, look at his kit, see what he does. I didn't even do it. I was like, I got this. Light work, ain't nothing. Got my ass kicked. And Mysterio is not like a hard fight, you know what I mean? Like he throws a special one, and you wait until that timer's gone so you don't hit that reflect. But it hurt to go back in chat and be like, yeah, I just lost to Mysterio. But don't judge me. I know I probably had some bad deaths in war. I'm not the only one. He who has not died in war ever cast the first stone, or whatever the hell it is. Okay. I really have considered taking Proxima up to rank 2, and that's only because if and when I decide to pair her up with Corvus. And I need to bring up. I need to do some rank ups. I really at this point I don't have anyone who I really need to rank up. I have a decent amount of, what do I have? I have one mutant T5CC. I have one science T5CC, about to have 2, and then I have one tech a T5CC. But the thing is, it's like I really don't have anyone who I need to rank up right now. I already have Ghost at rank 3. So at that point, it's pointless for me to. At that point, it's pointless. I have no. I don't have Warlock. So he would be the only other person who I'd want to bring up. I have. Do I have? No, I don't have. I don't have a skill. Mutant. Okay, so I have. As far as my mutant, I have Professor X, but he's not awakened. And from what I understand, I need to get a decent amount of SIGs in him once I awaken him. So what I'd like to do is even though I have Apocalypse as a rank 5 star, I'd like to get him as a 6 star, bring him up to rank 3. Because at that point it's almost like with Corvus. Like I could use one in Alliance War, and I could use one in Alliance Quest. I could use one for questing, whatever the case may be. So my overall goal is to eventually get a 6 star Apocalypse. So I am going for features, not like I'm not going hard. If I look up and I have 13k 6 star shards, and I just go ahead and pop one. But I haven't had the best luck with those. I haven't had the best luck with features in general lately. My opening luck in general lately has been like shitty. And you know, I think that what sucks about it is like your crystal luck almost establishes your mood for this game, how you currently feel about the game. You know what I mean? Like if all of your pulls have been shitty, then you're probably not that happy with the game at the moment. Like you're just like, you know what? I don't know why I play this, blah blah blah. But the second that you get that new champ that opens up, like the second that you get Aegon, or the second that you get Doom and you never had him, you get him as like a 5 or a 6 star, then at that point you're excited about the game, because all you can think about is like the content that you're going to be able to clear, how much you're going to save on resources and whatnot. But when you get like Yellow Jacket after Yellow Jacket after Yellow Jacket, or Gamora after Gamora after Gamora, it's hard to be excited about the game. You know what I mean? And it's like you can still enjoy playing the game and just not look forward to your next crystal opening, or you know, like you're just you're down on your luck. You're just like, you're not like, it's just not there for you. I don't know. It's not that, I don't know. So I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but it's just like you stop looking at crystal openings like, yes, new champ. I mean I think I have I have a lot. I don't even know the number, but I have a lot of 6 stars. So a lot of what I'm waiting for now is dupes. But it'd still be nice to get something useful. Like I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'll open at some point. I'm not hoarding out of habit. I'm hoarding out of fear. All right, so I think where we at? I'm gonna finish this. So I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna finish with my ratchet quote. So if you don't know what my ratchet quote is, I basically pull a lyric, good, bad, and different, like pull a rap lyric, give it to you. I mean, it's as easy for you to find it as it's going to be for me to look it up. But if you know the ratchet quote, put it in the comments. Let's see what we got. Who do I want? Who do I want to quote tonight? Let's see. So if you didn't hear the one yesterday, go back to the stream, look for it, and you just put it in comments if you figure out who it was or what it was. But oh, you know what? I got the perfect one. Where is it? Okay. You think it would be easier than this? Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's see. It's taking forever to come up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Pretty face and some cute lips, earring in her tongue, and she know what to do with it. Made a name for herself, and she do the shit well. Know how to keep the business to herself. If you need me to repeat it one more time: pretty face and some cute lips, earring in her tongue, and she know what to do with it. I'm gonna leave it there. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there because I think I said too much. You find out what that is. Put it in comments. Real ninja activity. All right. So that's it. That's it for tonight. Thanks for coming in the stream. We had a few people on YouTube. Jacob People's Champ, thanks for coming through. We had a few people stop through on Twitch. Appreciate you. Thanks to the new followers too. The channel's growing, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging out, spending time with me. You guys have a good Wednesday. Be safe. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. That's it. It's a wrap. You guys have a good night.